spent in a miserable way.
U.S. News: Democrats and Republicans try to outlaw future government shutdowns. Daily Mail Online. As the U.S. government moved to reopen after a 35-day partial shutdown, some lawmakers on Sunday criticized using the closure of federal agencies as a tool in policy disputes, which President has threatened to do again. Senior legislators from both parties said the latest shutdown, the 19th since the mid-1970s, was as ineffective as previous ones but much more disruptive as it was the longest in U.S. history. Shutdowns are not good leverage in any negotiation, Republican Senator said on Meet the Press, urging congressional conferees to tackle border security in the 3-week talks launched by last week's shutdown-ending deal. Trump retreated on Friday from his demands for funding for a U.S.-Mexico border wall that had caused the closure of about a quarter of the government. Hakeem Jeffries, chairman of the Democratic caucus in the House of Representatives, said on the same television show that shutdowns were not legitimate negotiating tactics in public policy disagreements between two branches of government. About 800,000 federal workers were furloughed or worked without pay during the shutdown, missing at least 2 paychecks that officials are now working to make up for. We hope that by the end of this week, all the back pay will be made up, acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney said on CBS Face the Nation. Payroll providers vary by agency, he said, so some employees may get paid earlier than others. Payments to contract shutdowns are not good leverage in any negotiation, Republican Senator Marco Rubio said on NBC's Meet the Press, urging congressional conferees to tackle border security in the 3-week talks launched by last week's shutdown-ending deal. Democratic Senator Mark Warner and Republican Senator Rob Portman have introduced separate bills to prevent future shutdowns. Prospects for the left. Trump retreated on Friday from his demands for funding for a U.S.-Mexico border wall that had caused the closure of about a quarter of the government aid. He also threatened to resume the shutdown on February 15 if he does not get what he wants. The president demanded that $5.7 billion in wall funding be part of any measure to end the shutdown, which started when several agencies ran out of money on December the 22nd for reasons unrelated to immigration or border security. Mulvaney said on Sunday he believed Trump is willing to shut down the government again if he does not reach a deal with Congress on border security. Yeah, actually, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi together with Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, members of both parties, said it was past time to enact legislation that would mean the government would remain open despite a political stalemate and not shut down the government. He is willing to do whatever it takes to secure the border. He does take this very. Democrats opposed his demand, triggering a 5-week standoff that damaged the economy, hurt many federal workers and tested Americans' patience with delays to air travel, closures of national parks and other disruptions. After polls showed Americans increasingly blame Trump for the situation, the president on Friday signed a measure to fund the government for 3 weeks as congressional negotiators try to work out a bill to fully fund agencies through September the 30th. As a candidate, Trump pledged to build the wall, with Mexico paying for it. Mexico refused. Democrats say a wall would be too costly and ineffective. In addition to threatening another shutdown, Trump said he might declare a national emergency at the border and try to circumvent Congress' purse-string power by tapping Defense Department funds to pay for wall construction. Such a step would likely draw a prompt, time-consuming court challenge from congressional Democrats on constitutional grounds. Rubio said on NBC the emergency option was a terrible idea. A legal battle would, the senator said it would set a bad precedent. It does provide. The White House held a conference call with Cabinet Department financial officers late Friday to discuss the resumption of government operations. Russell Vought, acting chief of the Office of Management and Budget, told agencies in a memo to reopen in a prompt and orderly manner. Federal workers owed about $6 billion in back pay, according to a study released last week. Meanwhile, it remained unclear when Trump would deliver his State of the Union address, which was postponed during the shutdown. One administration official, who asked not to be named, said on Saturday the speech would likely not occur until February. The comments below have not been moderated. By posting your comment you agree to our. Do you want to automatically post your Mail Online comments to your Facebook timeline? Your comment will be posted to Mail Online as usual. Do you want to automatically post your Mail Online comments to your Facebook timeline? Your comment will be posted to Mail Online as usual. We will automatically post your comments and a link to the news story to your Facebook timeline at the same time it is posted on Mail Online. To do this you can choose on each post whether you would like it to be posted to Facebook. Your details for published by Associated Newspapers Limited. Part of the Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday Metro Media Group.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.